Hello, welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix finals for 1963. Looking for a good race here.
Yeah, welcome back to the race. And here we go.
All right, so first quarterfinal, we've got Brandon, Ladurl, Stifford, and De Portago. Totally not biased here, but I think what we're hoping for a Van Wall semifinal here.
Well, we'll
At least
see.
I am.
He's doing
Hey, that's a good move into turn two.
Yeah, he's got a really good starting position here.
Ooh,
He's
yeah,
he's
no,
still happy.
this. If we can just keep this up, because this is one of the harder quarterfinals.
Well, of course, you never know what's going to happen in Monaco, but it's looking pretty good so
That is
far. He's
true.
keeping the Mercedes going.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, no, you don't want to try overtaking into the chicane. It's just going to cost time, and it's not going to work out
Yeah, it's just
most
going
of
to
the
give us a
time.
big mess at the end of the pack here.
Mm-hmm.
With the Technic and the Lotus
That is
fighting
true.
each other there. We still have the Mercedes catching up to Daryl, of course,
Yeah.
but so far not making a move. Oh, and that's a
Everybody,
mistake by Brendan there.
that is, and well, as long as Ladurl can now keep it clean, it looks like he'll be able to hang on for a bit.
Definitely
He
looks
all,
like a top two for him.
yes, well, there hasn't been much fighting at the back, so we will see if that comes into play. Though it
Definitely.
doesn't look like it.
Yeah, Cargo does seem to try to catch up to the Tech Knight right there, but can't quite get close to the corners yet.
Yeah, Ladurl is having a really good defensive drive in that chicane because Brandon's come close multiple times and he's held him off
Oh, and
every
there
single
the
time. That's a
Tech Knight goes
dive.
for a deep
That's a
dive.
dive.
Ooh, that's an
That was an
overtake.
unexpected dive, and Brandon looks like he might start falling down the field.
Yeah, the Lotus is definitely looking at his chances here. Oh, and there he
Ooh,
goes! That's the
in the
Mercedes in
chicane.
fourth place.
And
Ooh, I was
now
not
it
expecting
looks
that.
like the Lotus. Now it looks like the Lotus is shaping up a move on the Technic. Ooh, it
Definitely.
looked like a dive was happening. And quietly, in all that chaos, Ladurl just tiptoes away.
Yeah, he's definitely
This is,
driving off into the distance there.
as I say that though, they are kind of gaining. I don't know if
But they're still
we'll see the
fighting.
time though.
You can definitely
Yeah,
see
they
the
are still
Mercedes and the
fighting.
Lotus fighting for the third place, but they're definitely
You
not
know
getting
what?
close enough to
I
the Technic
think,
here.
yeah, on the time intervals on that last lap, it looks like we have a definite winner. It's just a matter of who's going to take that last spot. Brandon's moved up into third now. He's looking to
Brandon's,
take back his second place.
yeah, he's trying hard, but he hasn't
Ooh,
managed
that's
to
a
so
dive.
far.
Ooh, it didn't stick. It
Yeah,
didn't stick,
that
and
was enough. He's
that's a
out,
surprise exit from Brandon.
definitely. So that's probably one of the contenders for the win here out of the race.
Hey, it's Mags. Anyway, it was Mags, Goldsmith, Whitehead, and
Hill
who's?
and the Champo.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and
Oh,
we see
that's
an attack
huge.
on the Alfa
That's
Romeo right
huge.
there.
They're
As
fighting in the chicane. That's huge for Mags.
But we do have Whitehead in the back with a really good
That
car.
is true. Whitehead.
So the Alpha is really good at keeping him behind there.
Yep.
As I say that again, it happens. You know,
Commentator's curse, baby. You
same
gotta
thing
love
every
it.
week now.
It's only been 2 weeks and it's happened so many times already.
It's crazy, really. But he's definitely catching up to the
Oh, he's
tempo there.
catching so fast.
He's
What's
quick.
Whitehead's rating? What's Whitehead's
He's
rating this
he's
race?
95. The tempo
95?
is at 89. So it's definitely a
Ah.
big gap there. But you know, still
Ooh,
it's
that would have,
Monaco.
if that move worked out for Whitehead, that would have been up there for move of the year already.
Yeah, that one was
Cause
a bit boring in comparison, to be honest.
yeah, but in down the inside of the second part of the chicane, around the outside for the third, that would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been a good overtake, but he did make it stick there, and you
Yeah.
know he's got the position, so can't say
All
he's
right.
totally happy with that. All right, so now we have Max still driving out in front,
There,
and Whitehead is
we've been
actually
really
catching up.
fortunate in this race. So, because we've been really nice with starting position
Yeah,
and the starts. So
Definitely, the
if we can
starting
just
positions are
keep that
big
up,
here.
yeah.
We saw the same thing in the heats. I just remember my own starts, but you know the Curtises were doing really good race starts, and they just hung on to their position very long into the
Yep.
race. And I think
Ooh,
we're
Whitehead's
seeing the same
close
thing
enough.
happen again.
If Whitehead's gonna make a pass, well, I personally hope that he doesn't make a pass, but oh, he tried to run the outside.
Well, I'm interested if we see a clean pass or
Oh,
well, not so clean.
it's all right. It's not too
Well,
bad.
they're still fighting for
We
that position, you
there
know.
Yeah, we just need to keep it a bit clean here. I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
I think that's the
That's a
overtake
concern.
zone.
That's a concern.
Yeah, the tempo has been really quick the last few laps.
That is true. And I know that Mags only has a one rating advantage over the Centro, which
It's
it's
two
not
actually.
that much. Oh, it's two. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's right. Mags has one extra.
Yeah, I think we
But
know who's
it
going to take
looks
fourth
like,
place here. But
oh
in
yeah.
second and third,
Okay,
they're also staying
we
in
live,
formation.
we breathe.
Yeah, that's
They're in the
that's another bad ball
semifinals.
through, and also
They're in
Whitehead,
the
who's
semifinals.
driving for the
Ah,
race win here, of
okay.
course.
Okay, time for actual neutral commentary. We have Freeland, Taylor, Stacy, and McLaren. Let's see what's up.
McLaren's definitely looking strong here for the finals.
That is true, with the strongest car in the field
We
by
should definitely
far.
be seeing him get through there, but you know, it doesn't
Oh,
look too good for his
that's a
teammate in the
really
heats.
bad chicane for the three of them. And I think that's Taylor through, unless Taylor has an absolute nightmare.
Oh, and we
Look
still
at how
have
far.
Stacy fighting Taylor.
Look at
That's a
how.
good run.
Look that. Well, Taylor's all the way out in front. That's Stacy fighting
Oh,
McLaren,
sorry, yeah, of course.
and this that gap that Taylor's managed to pull all within that lap because he stayed out of trouble. That might just be enough.
That's a very healthy gap. He might just hang on to that first position, but we never know. McLaren might
Yeah, that's
be able
true.
to catch up really quick once he gets
McLaren might
through.
be able to catch him, but with him struggling to get by, I think that's Ireland now. I do not. Well, his chances right now aren't looking too
Oh,
high.
it's Freeland actually. Just
Oh,
to
it's
be exact,
Freeland. My
that's
bad.
Freeland. I mean, I made the same mistake, so
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But he can get
Freeland
past
and
there.
Ireland for Gordini, so it's kind of confusing.
Oh,
Oh, that's a dive
Stacy's
for Stacy,
back ahead, and now
and he
they're
might
fighting
take
for
second
second
here.
place.
He
That's
might take
crazy.
second here. He does.
Yeah, McLaren's still
This
behind
would
in
be an
fourth place.
absolute tragedy for McLaren if he doesn't make it out.
Well, now he finally made it past the Gordini, but
Now
might
he has
not
to
mean
deal
too
with
much.
the Enrico plot,
And of
and
course,
all
the
the while.
Gordini's running into his back.
Yeah, and all the while, Taylor pulls away. So really now it's a fight for second place to see who can advance into the semis.
Definitely, Taylor seems to be through here.
Taylor's been keeping it really clean too,
All
which
right,
you
now
gotta
let's see.
admire at this circuit.
What was another potential move by McLaren, but he just doesn't make the
Yeah,
mistake.
he keeps trying to pass into chicane, which is really advisable. Okay, I saw a dive maybe happening there. This could be a dive.
You gotta say that's a really good drive by Stacy here.
Yeah, and it really is. And I think McLaren might be low key pushing Stacy along because the Gordini is now fully out of it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that might be that right here. And still
No.
we see McLaren pushing on Stacy.
Yeah.
And still we
He's
see
getting way
Enrico
too
play.
close into chicane. And unless he pulls out a dive here at Rascas, I do not think it's happening.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's McLaren
That's an
out.
absolute calamity for BRM.
Yeah, that's a horrible race for them for sure. They were not expecting such low results.
Mm-hmm. All right. Lewis Evans, Linden, Webb, and Lewis. Let's see what's up. And that's a Aston Martin, I believe? Yeah, Aston Martin.
Yeah, Aston Martin in
So
front and everybody behind is
this is a
fighting.
real wild card of a quarterfinal, if I believe so. This was the lowest rated one?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So this is a really good opportunity for any of these teams right now.
Well, to be fair, London's already pretty far behind in the worst part. The CZI is not looking too racy here in Monaco, but
Yeah,
something
but
might still happen, of course.
that is true. We've had so many incidents here at Monaco.
Oh, definitely, yes. We still have the Aston Martin in front, doing pretty well there, but behind him we have I think the very strong battle going on. The tech man of Lewis definitely trying to get that move here.
Yeah.
Web.
Web. It's weird, but we let it slide.
Yeah, fair enough. Keep your name.
Ooh.
We don't care.
Yeah. Lewis is trying moves to the outside. I've noticed that a lot. It's probably not the smartest move, but if it works, then all props to you.
Well, it didn't work, so now we've
Yeah, that's
seen
true.
the
And now I will. What
into the Aston Martin out of front.
what I also will say is Lewis Evans has not pulled away, even though Wade and Lewis have been fighting.
Yeah.
He has not pulled away, and as I say that, he's pulled a slight gap.
I mean, that was to be expected as far as not rated that high here.
It's not that high, but it still should be enough to pull a gap considering the fighting that's happening behind him.
Oh, and there's a dive by the tech mech. He's trying.
There's a dive into the chicane. He doesn't pull alongside coming out of the chicane though, so it doesn't look too.
Oh, there we go.
It's a bump and run. There he goes.
And he's gonna try to hang on to that position now.
Who's higher rated between the two?
Lewis by 1 point.
Lewis by 1 point. Ah.
So it was definitely a close battle here. But
Yep.
oh, that was an interesting move there.
I think
they are still fighting.
This could be. There it is.
Oh, and Lewis hangs on to that.
Oh, he hangs on because yeah, diving into that first part of the chicane is not really the best place.
Working out well.
Yeah, and with that is Lyndon and Boyd gone.
And both of the Lewises are through.
True.
All right, on to the semis.
All right. Hey, we've got 2 Van Walls, a Tech Mech, and an Alta. All right, let's see this. Okay, dream scenario: both Van Walls make it through to the final. All right.
Well, they're
totally not biased.
Hard against Whitehead here, and it's not looking too good for them so far.
That's true, but hey, 2 stops are a thing, you know.
Yeah, we might still see something happen.
Oh,
is there suddenly both the Van Walls are to the first 2 places? Well, not for long, not for long.
Momentary delight. Momentary delight.
But we see them doing some nice
here we go.
teamwork here.
There is teamwork happening. There is teamwork happening. I think this might be.
Again, there we see a dive by the Van Wall. Max is up to second place.
Here's the thing. Even the Tech Mech's getting in on it and is trying to keep Whitehead back. So this could be. They all realize that Whitehead is the biggest threat and they're all trying to keep him out. So it's working.
Well, we'll have to see if Whitehead tries something interesting in the fifth then.
That's true. Ooh, that's a good dive into turn 1. That's a good dive into turn 1.
There we go, overtake, yes. Now we see Max trying to hold him back. We'll see for how long he can hold on to that second place.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we're looking good so far. Just have to not hurt each other too much.
I think the Tech Mech might be looking to get back into
the Tech Mech is in with the shout, depending on what Whitehead does, and there he goes.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright, so Whitehead's definitely looking to march on through. It all comes down to the pits at this point, because if they get a clean, whoever gets the cleanest stop is probably going to come out the farthest ahead. Ooh.
There's a pit by Whitehead.
There's 2 pit. And the Van Wall's on the alternate pit strategy. This could. I don't know what to make of this. This worries me. I'm not gonna lie.
It could work out really well, or it could not. We'll see.
We'll see. Because. Oh,
they're not fighting each other in the pits. So that's a good start.
They're not fighting each other in the pits, but
might not be enough.
They're so slow.
Oh, but they're trying to kill the Tech Mech coming out of the pits. And
Yeah,
Max is
but
back through. I
well,
don't
it
think they're
looks like
gonna catch Whitehead, but yes.
it's gonna be an interesting duel for second place because Whitehead is gone, bro. He's gone. I
The
mean,
Technic is of course looking for that extra point here, trying to get that third
that
place.
is true. That is true. I think at this point we take this and I mean, hey, Mags has already got his win slash podiums. Ladurl hasn't had any, so I guess we take this. We take this.
I mean, you don't have too many other options, but you
That's
know,
true. That is
the
true.
final's pretty
Like
good.
it's not the worst possible result.
Definitely.
So
It could always go much worse than Monaco, no
it
matter
could
what way you
always go
build this.
much worse. I just realized there's a very high probability of a double Alta final.
Uh, just judging from this race, it's definitely looking like it, but I think the second semifinal is a
Taylor
bit more
might have
competitive.
a yeah, Taylor's gonna have a fun time.
Yeah, there's really not much to say here as what this race is on
Yeah.
in first place, and we have all information flight right behind us. With the
Yep.
Technic actually having a pretty big gap in the back there.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a bad attempt.
All right, and here we go.
I just realized we could have had the possibility of a double Tech Mech final. Imagine that.
Oh, as it is, we have Lewis Evans, Lewis, Taylor, and
Lewis.
Stacy racing for their final spot.
Yep. All right.
As we see Taylor going for a
And
move here.
Taylor's already trying to make moves through.
Well, interestingly, the
Altas are
best car here
racing
is
with.
not the Alta. The best car here is Stacy in the Enrico Plate with a 94 value.
Really? That's interesting. But I mean, Taylor and Whitehead's precision have been absolutely amazing this weekend. So honestly, it's not a surprise, even because it's Alta. You expect the best. Wow. Okay.
Well, we
I
do
took a
still see
momentary
Lewis
pause
Evans
there.
doing really well there.
That is true.
Oh, that's an interesting
Yeah.
development there at the back.
This. Yeah. I think this might be the other tech mech gone, depending on how.
It really does depend
Yeah.
on the pit stops, doesn't it?
Yeah. It really does. What's Taylor's rating?
Taylor's on a 92 here, and so is Lewis. We got Stacy on a 94, and Lewis Evans on an 89 in front right now.
Ooh. Lewis Evans is really doing well then,
Yeah, so if
considering.
he does an early pit stop here, it might work out really well for him. He might actually hang on to that first place for now. Yes, of course we have the Enrico Plate, still trying to get past Taylor here. He's fighting
That's
hard.
true.
Right, so we don't have anyone going for the undercut in lap 5.
Yeah, last race we had people come into the pits lap 6, so we'll look for one or two people to come in here. That is a
Oh,
move. That is a move. Ooh, that could have been dangerous hitting the inside of
yeah, that was
that
a very
chicane.
strong move by Taylor there, and we don't see
Ooh,
anybody pitting. That's interesting.
and they're all going to pit on lap 7. This could be chaotic in the pits.
Oh, and there's
This
the
makes
Enrico
or
Plate.
break.
Everybody's so close to each other right now. How did that
Yeah,
happen?
this is a really close semifinal now.
And suddenly it's looking really good again for the tech line.
And now they're all
Oh,
racing into the
that
pits.
was
It's
a
chaos.
mess.
It's chaos.
As
It's
Taylor
chaos.
just turned the wrong way.
And it's chaos out of the pits too.
Yeah, we have
Ooh.
now we have the Enrico Plate in first place with Lewis Evans trying to fight Taylor here. But
And
ultimately,
I think that will be that though, because yeah,
it is
that
looking
looks
like we'll
about it.
mostly see some battles between the two cars in the back here. But
That is
oh,
true.
we might see a dive on Aston Martin onto the Alta there. That was an interesting move. He was trying to get somewhere there.
Oh, ooh, that's a really nice pass from the Tech Mech coming out of the chicane, the first chicane.
So now we'll see if the Tech Mech will be able to catch up to Taylor here. If that happens, we might still see a pretty good battle here. But so far, there's a pretty big gap between all of them.
Yep. Yeah, I think unless a calamity happens to not Whitehead, Taylor, this this is gonna be a double Alta final. Which props to them. Like they even if in the lottery of Monaco they just proved their strength, which is like
Definitely. Oh, now we
amazing.
see a late move.
Ooh,
Oh, but that's
that's
the
a
Tech Mech. That's the Tech Mech
there we
passing
go.
Taylor for the final spot in the final race. That's the Tech
And
Mech in the finals.
that's a huge development. Holy cow. Okay, now we've got Ladurl, Lewis, Whitehead, and Stacy. Okay,
That
now
is
this is
not
a
a final I was
final.
expecting to see, but I'm happy to see
Now
that.
now this is a final. We'll see. I think we might see a two stop. We'll definitely see a two stop here. Maybe a one stop if somebody tries to extend it.
Yeah, but it's definitely looking like a two-stop for most of the cars. As we see the Enrico Plate going for a move on the outside here.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to hang on to that place because they're direct competitive for the likely race victory here. But
Yeah. Well, as you say that, the Tech Mech is pulling out to a massive lead, and it's only been lap two.
and they still have the Van Wall between them, so that might make some change in that race.
That is true.
Oh, and that's the on top of the third again, but they're definitely still battling for that. It's all playing into the hands of Ladurl right now. He's hanging on to that second place pretty well. Technic, of course, still driving out in front. So slowly we see Whitehead trying to catch up to Ladurl here. He definitely wants to get past him because he needs to challenge the Technic out in front. That Technic is driving really well out in front. I don't think most people were. Oh, there's a pit stop by Ladurl. There we go, the pit stop. Gunner got seat pretty strong here in the semi-final, the first one. So maybe he's learned from that and he's trying a different strategy because he knows that Whitehead is trying to catch up from behind. As we see the Enrico Plate hitting. That pit stop did not look too good, but we'll see as soon as Whitehead reports rules finally before we go. So I'm just being important that my voice doesn't sound too nice. I'm not sure what to do against that right now. Sorry. As in the race, we now see Whitehead in that last place because this pit stop didn't work out really well either. So we have Van Ball ahead of Enrico Plate, ahead of Technic, and also the Darrell hanging on to that first place for now, but he's going to have to make an early pit stop again. So that might still hurt him towards the end of the race. Enrico Plate definitely trying to get past here, Technic getting into the mix. Tell is bringing Whitehead a lot closer to all of them. He's now right behind everyone else. as the Technic punches the Enrico Plate away. Alright, that's Lewis into the pits. That's a very early pit stop by him, definitely trying to go for a stronger cut here. They're still holding Whitehead back for now. As they're all pulling into the pits and they're all scrambling to find their own pit slot. That's putting Lewis in first place now. There's an Enrico Plate going. Oh, and Ladera hits the wall. That's not looking too good for him. Alright, so Whitehead is now in third place. And Ladera suddenly pushed to the back of the queue. Lewis was really lucky with that early pit stop because he wasn't in the mess that happened in the pits there. Everybody was just trying to get into the same pit slot. Almost felt like they didn't know which team they belonged to. So Lewis is really good for the race win here. He's out in front. Got the Enrico Plate quite a bit behind him, but still a big gap back to Whitehead in third place. And Ladell, of course, trying his best to hang on to the others, but definitely dropping back now. As you can tell from the last time, Whitehead's still trying to catch up here, but we'll have to see how that develops in the last few laps now. Whitehead is definitely quicker than the Technic out in front, but the gaps might just be too big to close up here, and we might not see any action happening here. They're definitely dropping back as the Enrico Plate is getting really close to the Technic. He's trying to make that move happen in the last lap now, just like the Technic did in the semis, of course. As, by the way, we lost the coming there, but that's fine, as that's the last lap, and I don't think we'll see any changes here. That's the Technic winning the race. That's an unexpected victory for him, of course. We have Lewis ahead of Stacy, Whitehead, and Ladeur for the final. Alright, here we have the championship standings again. And we'll go back to these in just a second. There's the Constructors' Championship, and of course, the Untitled Trophy. Alright, let me just find the standings. I'll just go over them really quick. Whitehead with that second final in 2 races, pulling into first place here in the standings. We have Godia right behind him still with slightly more HP left. Further back, we have both Coopers still on 40 HP. They might make a move here in a few races. Alan Stacy up to 9th place with that second position this race. Both the Van Walls, of course, gaining positions. Taylor only in 12th place and only 30 HP left. It's not looking like a title challenge for him now. As we move to the bottom of the table, where nobody's really looking like they could challenge much. Maybe we might see something happen from Mayres and the Equerry Belge, but definitely not too many points collected so far. At the bottom, of course, still Pedro Rodriguez with 0 points. And here we have the constructors with the Alta now out in front. 10 points in Monaco. Carried them past the Curtis Crafts, who still have more CP left, of course. Behind them, all the other teams don't have as much CP left, but points-wise, they're not too far behind, of course. Techmec pulling up into 4th place with their victory today. Van Wall up to 8th place, but of course, only 9 CP left now. Further back, we have Connaught, BRM, and Mercedes still with a healthy amount of CP left. They might still make a charge towards the front. On the second half, we have Gordini, Centro Sud, Equerry Belge, Talbot Lago, Aston Martin, ERA, Ferrari, Porsche, and Equerry France. Porsche, of course, who missed this race, while the Equerry France are back for this race, and they'll be happy to have collected the point there. in the Untitled Trophy, we still have. Oh no, actually, we have a position change there, as Lotus takes first place ahead of Maserati, who did not qualify for this race, and behind them the Scarabs, who did not participate. With, of course, both Maserati and Scarab still having 30 or 31 CP left. All right, that's it for this race, and we'll of course hope to see you back. Oh, I'm just gonna keep coughing now. I'll just say goodbye and maybe see you for the next one. Goodbye.